chers amateurs d'ovnis, ici Roger Glanmou. Eh bien, comme vous pouvez le constater, Zézette n'est pas là. Zézette a une immense migraine ou une affaire du genre, quelque chose d'incontrôlable. Cela dit, je vais essayer de me débrouiller tout seul. Alors, pour Ils sont extraterrestres, Roger Glanmou et pas de Zézette. Personne ne poussera sur le bouton, je ne ferai pas trop de commentaires. Je vous offre un premier bloc assez étonnant sur Alien TV avec un vidéo de pas loin de 4 minutes venant de Tacoma, oui, aux USA. On assiste à un spectaculaire enlèvement d'un jeune couple par des aliens. Le couple n'a jamais été retrouvé. Étonnant. 3 minutes 53 de curiosité. La seconde capsule traite de... Oh, je ne vois même pas l'origine. Ah oui, non. Bah, ce sont des aliens qui sont filmés sur un site de crop circle en fumée. La fumée masque bien des choses, mais nous ne saurons pas réellement en 48 secondes de quoi il retourne. C'est étonnant. Je vous garantis que je vais essayer de trouver une autre information complémentaire un peu plus tard dans une autre émission. C'est assez curieux. Il y a une autre capsule de 42 secondes où l'on voit un enfant alien avec une tête immense que sa maman tient dans les bras. Ça nous vient, semble-t-il, d'Amérique du Sud. On poursuit l'enquête. Cela dit, pour cette capsule, je laisse le soin à l'écran de vous montrer ces 3 choses étranges. A tout de suite pour la deuxième capsule. C'est toujours Roger Glanmou, bien sûr, sans Zézette. On lui souhaite bon rétablissement.
Yeah.
You recording?
Yes, it's
okay. We are, me and Jen are headed to Red Rock State Park to do some hiking. It's extremely early.
It's really early. Oh, I hit it again. What do I do?
Alright, you just push it again.
Oh my god, be careful.
I got it.
Okay. You alright?
Yeah, pretend.
Are you coming?
Yeah. I know this isn't how you wanted to spend your day, but you liking this?
Yeah, this is nice. It's really beautiful up here.
Found a shady spot. Our bountiful spread. Valentine's Day spread. We did forget loud too. I'll be gone for a while.
Say hello.
Can you not take me while I'm eating? Please.
Okay.
So we stopped for a cut on your foot.
It's blister. It's from the boots. They're new. Please turn that thing off.
I want something that just kind of wraps up the video whole day. So just a wrap up, like say what we did. We went
hiking.
Yeah. Can you say it like a full sentence? Like, you know,
What's a full sentence?
drop the attitude. Maybe put in I'll tell you what I'm looking for. Okay. We saw the lizards. We mentioned the
What is that?
picnic with the wine.
Scott, what is that?
Plane or something?
Oh my god.
That is on fire.
Yeah, it is. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Holy shit!
Oh my god!
Holy shit! Hold this.
What?
Here, hold this, Jen.
No, what? Why?
Keep it rolling.
Why?
Keep
Where?
it rolling.
What do you do? Don't get. Oh my Scott! Scott!
Keep rolling.
Scott, do not go down there!
Keep taking.
No! Scott! What are you doing? Oh. My god, Scott. Be careful! Now,
rain
let's
10
go
more
get help.
seconds. Okay.
Then we have to go get help.
Is it rolling?
Yes, it's roll. There's a battery light.
Are you rolling? Don't worry about that.
Okay.
Plenty of tape. Plenty of tape.
All right.
All right, my name is Scott Pendleton. Behind the lens is my fiance, Jen
Go.
Fox. We're here in Red Rock State Park. We're hiking, and this get me and it.
Yes, it is. Go talk,
This
please.
thing has come out of the sky. You're right.
Oh my.
Okay. That just cracked.
Yeah, it did.
Holy.
Are you okay?
Yeah. It's got a little. That just freaked my shit out. Are you okay?
Yeah, I am. I'm fine.
Well, you said you wanted a rock for.
Let's go get help now. Come on, let's go. Please,
Okay.
let's go.
Jen.
What?
Jen.
You said we would.
Come see this. One more shot.
Scott!
There's.
Scott! 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 Oh my God! Oh my God! Scott!
Presenting His Eminence, our imperious leader.
Take your sticking paws off me, you damn dirty ape! Alors voilà, toujours Roger Glanmou, j'espère que vous vous êtes régalé de ces 3 capsules. Je vous en offre une seconde. Ce n'est qu'un seul vidéo par exemple, mais c'est fascinant. C'est un alien capturé et isolé dans une chambre. Je pense qu'en 4 minutes 37, vous aurez pu vous faire une solide idée de ce qu'on vous montre. Je vous reviens dès que vous avez vu cette merveilleuse capsule. fois de Roger Glanmont, j'ai été étonné. Mais là, pour clore le tout, le dernier bloc, un vidéo de 10 minutes 44. Qui vous offre ça? C'est toujours plus long qu'une publicité au Super Bowl. On vous offre 10 minutes 44. Et la question est posée, s'agit-il d'un canular? C'est un documentaire qui nous présente un E.T. capturé et l'enquête a été faite par l'armée américaine. Semble-t-il, et vous le verrez lors de ces 10 minutes 44, il est mort. Le film est en noir et blanc. Désolé. Alors, bon spectacle, amusez-vous bien et que les aliens ne vous ennuient pas trop ce soir. Roger Glanmont pour Alien TV, dans le contexte de « Ils sont extraterrestres ».
On Friday, July 26, 1996, the offices of Rocket Pictures, a producer-distributor of motion pictures and television programs, received a phone call. A male voice, identifying himself only as Victor, claimed to be in possession of a videotaped interview with an extraterrestrial being. Tom Coleman, president of Rocket Pictures, was intrigued enough to take the call.
I, of course, thought this was some hoax. In fact, I thought it might have been my brother at one point. But as we spoke, this was someone who seemed to be very serious. We went back and forth on this, and I basically decided that, you know, this is a little bit too weird for me. Thank you and goodbye. As I hung up, I had a very strange feeling that maybe, just maybe, there was something here. He said he had a tape of a space alien, an ET, that was being held in a military installation in Nevada. I'm not sure as a prisoner or a guest. And he had this on tape.
As we've already heard from Sean Morton and others, this is not the first time allegations have surfaced that the U.S. government is playing host to extraterrestrial biological entities, or EBEs. The first and most famous alleged contact was the Roswell flying saucer crash of 1947. This is the incident from which the alien autopsy footage supposedly originated. But there have been persistent rumors that not all of the aliens retrieved from the Roswell crash were dead. The final fate of the survivors, if any, is unknown. 2 years later, however, in 1949, another alien is reported to have survived a saucer crash, and this being, known as EBE-1, was taken into custody and kept at a safe house. EBE-1 supposedly suffered from chronic health problems, which the doctors of the time were helpless to treat. According to a controversial, possibly fraudulent briefing document dating from the Jimmy Carter administration, EBE-1 was interviewed by means of pictographs, from which it was learned that he came from the Zeta Reticuli star system.
Can we eliminate one or more of these categories from discussion?
The laborious process of developing a set of symbols that could be used and understood by both human and alien amounted to the creation of a new language. If such an effort was made, it represents the greatest achievement in linguistics since the deciphering of the Rosetta Stone. That such an achievement would be kept secret illustrates the hysterical paranoia of the time as the Cold War intensified under the threat of nuclear annihilation. The so-called Carter Aquarius briefing document states that EBE-1 died of unknown causes on June 18, 1952. Skeptics who doubt the authenticity of the Carter Aquarius document find it unbelievable that highly advanced alien beings would allow one of their own to die under the primitive medical care of a species that had barely begun to conquer its own diseases. But as we will hear, there are those who claim that to the aliens, death is not a final end to be feared, but a mere transition.
It was in the late 40s and early 50s that the U.S. government's policy toward UFOs was formulated. Publicly, there was Project Blue Book, which made a great show of gathering data on all the major UFO sightings, finally declaring them all to be hoaxes, mass hysteria, or swamp gas. But secretly, there may have been another policy at work. Over the years, several documents have come to light which seemingly confirm that a clandestine group, Operation Majestic 12 Group, aka MJ-12, was formed by special classified presidential order on September 24, 1947, for the express purpose of gathering information on UFOs and extraterrestrials, while at the same time keeping such information not only from unfriendly powers, but from the American public as well. If indeed Area 51 has become the nation's repository for alien technology and possibly alien visitors, then the extra-constitutional justifications for such secrecy were developed in the MJ-12 Group's planning sessions. James B. Forrestal, Secretary of Defense under President Harry Truman, is widely accused of being the mastermind behind the creation of MJ-12. Once created, Majestic may have expanded its mandate beyond what Forrestal had intended. Whatever secrets Forrestal may have known concerning flying saucers and alien visitors, that knowledge died with him when in 1949 he mysteriously plunged to his death from a window at Bethesda Naval Hospital. Though he was being treated for depression, many UFO researchers doubt that his death was a suicide and point to the sinister workings of the possibly mythical MJ-12, which in their hypothesis may have been protecting its secrecy from a man who had come to believe the people had a right to know. As late as 1989, according to Bob Lazar, the identification badges at Area 51 read MADGE for Majestic. In December 1994, a document purporting to be the Majestic 12 Group Special Operations Manual was leaked to a noted UFO researcher. It contains the following directive under the heading Isolation and Custody. EBEs will be detained by whatever means are necessary and removed to a secure location as soon as possible. There follows this disturbing amplification. Although it is preferable to maintain the physical well-being of any entity, the loss of EBE life is considered acceptable if conditions or delays to preserve that life in any way compromise the security of the operations. From the beginning of the UFO age, it seems, secrecy was always the government's prime directive.
In 1988, another anonymous government source, codenamed Falcon, claimed that a second extraterrestrial biological entity, EBE-2, voluntarily became a guest of our government, allowing himself to be examined and interviewed. In this scenario, Area 51 became, for a time at least, a sort of extraterrestrial embassy, the setting for mankind's first attempt at diplomacy with beings from another world. Different sources disagree as to how communication was established. There is universal agreement that the EBEs are incapable or unwilling to speak human language. In addition to the pictographs used by EBE-1, it has been reported by Falcon that in the early 1950s, EBE-2 was fitted with some sort of artificial voice box, allowing him to speak words, and that he learned the English language very rapidly. Other sources doubt this story, however.
By our kind, do you Americans?
What has been reported most persistently is that the aliens communicate via thought projection or telepathy.
They would have been tortured, made to give up their secrets, instead of questioned in this friendly manner.
We cannot be forced to communicate.
Has it been tried? Not by us.
We speak to who's ever willing to listen.
The idea of telepathic communication with alien beings carries with it the same doubts and controversy attached to telepathy itself. Do the practitioners of this ancient art really have the ability to read minds? Or are they crafty charlatans who simply tell the listener what he or she wants to hear? If the cynics are right, then the self-proclaimed telepaths recruited by the government in the 1950s were playing an astoundingly daring hoax by claiming to speak for the mute visitors from the stars. Defenders of telepathy call this notion preposterous and point to the long history of government-funded research into mind reading as proof that their science has merit. In the last 4 decades, there have been persistent, often contradictory rumors and even eyewitness accounts of other alien visitors meeting secretly with military or government officials. But what about today? The Tester Corporation has recently come out with a model kit of Gray, the extraterrestrial life form, and a scale model of the so-called sport model, the UFO Bob Lazar says he studied at Area 51. This UFO kit has quickly become one of the most successful model kits in the history of the company.
Eh bien, pour avril, et ce n'est pas un poisson, je vous ai offert 3 curieuses capsules avec une série de vidéos complètement sidérantes. Je suis sidéré. Je vous propose le mois prochain d'écouter une nouvelle série d'émissions. Peut-être Zezette nous sera-t-elle de retour, parce que sinon, le bouton ne sert à rien. Bonne soirée à tous, on vous attend. Le mois prochain, c'était Roger Glamou et pas de Zezette. Alien TV, ils sont extraterrestres. Bonsoir, chers amateurs d'ovnis.